So I think the biggest factor why finance finally chose us is about motivation.
I want to keep to myself, especially when it comes to my personal data online. I really don't want any hacker snooping on me, so I use NordVPN.
Now, can I have different many wallets for the same asset? Like, does it allow me to create many Bitcoin wallets? Does it create new wallets each time for receiving new addresses?
Okay. For now, you can only create one wallet at a time in the wallet. If you have to change into another wallet, you have to reset it and then recover a new wallet. But coming next, we are supporting the passphrase feature very soon. So for the passphrase feature, there are two advantages. First, it's more secure, that you can create hidden wallet accounts inside the same mnemonic phrase. And secondly, is that you can manage multiple wallet accounts inside one device. I think that works for for this goal.
Okay, and then can I import like using a seed phrase from another wallet into this one? Don't say, oh, I'm not happy with this one.
Yes, positive. Yes. For example, if you are using a ELECTRONEUM S, you can move your assets onto SafePath. It's all compatible. Yeah. At the first beginning, when you are opening up this device, when you first got it, it will ask you the language, and then it will ask you what to do. Like you can choose to create a new wallet, and you can recover an old wallet.
Right.
So yes, it is recoverable. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And then the other thing you mentioned this earlier is your association with Binance. So tell us a bit about that. How did that come about? Why Binance, and what did they do to do? I mean, you mentioned they looked at the wallet and everything.
Yes. The story between Binance is very interesting. Since we are a startup started in early 2018, so when we decided to provide a secure and user-friendly hardware wallet for the masses, we have decided to also apply for the Binance Labs first incubation program in that August, like half year after we launched the project and got the prototype. And we finally got enlisted at the end of September. So during this application stage, Binance has played a conscientious role in team diligence. Like they sent us a long list of questions asking like your living story, why you're here, your background, your business experiences, all of that. So I think the biggest factor why finance finally chose us is about motivation. This motivation is about why you choose to do something, why you think it is important, and how persistent the aspiration is. So our team is very technical style, to be honest. Like 3/4 of our members are with R&D background, including myself. So such a team could easily get interested and become committed to the blockchain technology. We are firm believers of it. We think blockchain is going to become something big and one of the most important parts of our coming future. Secondly, due to our working experiences in internet industry, we pay close attention to community and also user feedback. So we are very practical when it comes to a new market solution. We will primarily try to locate the pain points and real user cases that are truly existing in the area. And yeah, we found a lot of them. We found that wallet as the basic infrastructure in blockchain still has many missing parts. Like there are too many hacking cases happening every day. Hackers are always trying to steal money, like from the security bug and vulnerabilities. For example, though we are in a decentralized economy, there are still a lot of companies doing centralized things, like such as providing centralized wallet services. They can easily get away with your money. And also people complain about how cumbersome it is to use with hardware wallets, and they are very expensive. So honestly, we are happy to find all of that. We are glad that there are still opportunities and space to improve. And so we started to build our first prototype from last January, and 6 months, 7 months later, we did it. We brought this prototype to Binance, demonstrate this basic concept of it, and also showed us ambitions of it. I think it is the belief in blockchain, the strong motivation to provide a better solution, and the steady and agile execution that have finally made Binance to become our earliest investor.
Right.
Yeah, so that is a very long
They've
story.
actually invested in the SafePower wallet.
Yes, practically.
Okay. Right. So look, I'm just a YouTuber, working part-time from home in the UK. I don't have a technical background. I couldn't really go into the security features of this. I could go and ask a friend of mine, who's a coder or something, go have a look at this. But again, their resources are limited. So what sort of checking have Binance done? Because their name is attached to this. Their reputation is attached to this. So did they have it audited, or did they, what sort of quality assurance have they done?
Okay, so firstly about the team, because we are a startup and investing in a startup, it means that you need to pay a lot of attention to the team itself. So in last year, Binance did a lot of diligence work of investigating each core members of our team, including me and my co-founders and the major developers in the SafePath team. So this is for the assurance about, I know these people style, what they're doing and what they are going to do in the long term. So they did a lot of team diligence on our team. And secondly, yes, they did product editing. So it is actually from Binance that we connected to WalletFail, the security team, who was based in Europe, and they invited Wallet Fail to do a penetration test review of the product itself. So finally, there is an obvious vulnerability detected, and yes, that is a green light. So Binance really did a very strict and conscientious work, and they are very responsible for their own investment. Yeah, I think they did a very responsible work inside.
Yeah, because they've got their name attached to it, and of course they want it to win.
Exactly.
They don't want to put their name against a poor quality product, right?
Exactly. Like even before SafePal S1 was officially launched in May. Earlier than that, in this January in Singapore, the Binance logo has been put onto the device and then distributed to all of the VIP attendees at the Binance Blockchain Week held in Singapore in January. So Binance did trust us, and I think they are doing their own work in team diligence. Yes.
Right. Okay. All right. Very good. Now, this takes the Binance chain and the Binance tokens on this, right? And then
Yeah.
I don't have any Binance tokens. I have Binance Coin. I don't have any Binance tokens. Can they also be written in new ones, or do you add them yourself?
We have added them, like the Binance Coin, the Binance Chain, and all of the BEP2 token are all added onto SafePal. So yeah, you can go ahead and then store your assets onto it. Binance assets, all available on SafePal.
Right. Okay. Okay. Very good. And then another concern I have is, I know there have recently been vulnerabilities found on Ledger Nano and the Trezor, and I think also the Keep Key. Now, the thing about Ledger and Trezor and Keep Key is they've been around the longest, so they have withstood the test of time. Yours is a relatively new product, right? So it hasn't had the same number of hackers trying to get into the safe house as have been trying to get into the Ledger. So anything you want to say about that? How can I still be reassured that it's going to withstand the test of time?
Yeah, I think trust takes time. I think it is firstly, we don't encourage people to blindly trust us. We invite them to verify. We invite them to test it out. So we don't encourage, like in this decentralized economy. We tend to invite all of our users to do their own diligence onto the wallet. Do not blindly trust each brand, including SafePal. So secondly, for ourselves, we are opening up gradually. So even though it is not open source yet, you can still find a bunch of documentations listed in our help center. We have tried to make everything transparent as possible. And coming next in the 2020s, we are going to launch a bounty program, and also we are going to expose more details about the security penetration test. And also we are going to do security contests, inviting the white hackers to do penetration onto this wallet. It indeed takes time, and gradually we are opening source of our product. So as for to comment the security cases happen to Ledger, Trezor, or KeepKey, all I have to say is security is a endless war. It doesn't make us easier if we come this market as a newcomer. We learned all of their lessons, and we are very cautious of that. I believe they did their work too.
Yes.
It's just an endless wars, and you are facing new enemies who are evolving each day.
Yes.
So all of the attacking technologies, you have to learn, you have to evolve, you have to upgrade all of the time. So it is very difficult, and it costs us a lot of attention and efforts in doing so. So yeah, so at the end of the day, we wish people choose to use one hardware wallet by doing their own homework. You can choose not to believe our homepage. You can choose not to believe all of the reviewers, but at least you should have your own knowledge about how to judge whether a wallet is qualified enough. And we will do our job of opening up and being transparent all the time. Yeah, so it is a two-sided works on it.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. And then in terms of community support and customer service, what do you offer? What do you provide?
Okay, so firstly, hardware wallet provide 1 year warranty for the product. So after 1 year after you purchase the wallet, if you have any questions, if it has any issues or anything need to fix, you can reach out to our official support channel, including email, including Twitter, including Telegram. We'll be there for you. And even if you don't have any problem with the product, if you have any questions, like general questions from newbies or security related questions, you can also reach out. So I actually typed this, but I'm not sure whether you can see it. But maybe later you can post them. Yeah,
I'll have the links in the description below. I'll have all the links in the description below.
Yes. So we have a multiple service channel for the users, and we have 3 admins in our Telegram group. So come join us. If you have any questions, you want to challenge, you want to inquiry, just reach out. Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. I'll have all those links in the description below. And then
Thank you.
the other thing that I think is very attractive about your wallet is the price.
Yeah.
Now, compared to the others, I think all the other wallets, I'm not sure about Ledger, how much that is now, right? But they're over $100.
$60. Yeah.
Ledger is $60, right? And the other ones are more expensive. Like I know
more like 80, and 99.
Right.
KeepKey is cheaper right now. Yeah.
Okay, and how much is the SafePal?
40.
$40.
$40. Yes.
Okay. And does that include delivery?
If you buy two, you can enjoy free shipment.
Ah, if I buy two, I can do. Okay, so I can use one for one Bitcoin, use another wallet for for the other Bitcoin, because there is there is some advantage in spreading your assets between two different hardware wallets. Of course, then you've got two different seed phrases to remember, but you don't want
Yes.
to keep all your gold in one bank.
Exactly. Firstly, for this, do not put all of your goals in one bank. Secondly, is that it is always a very good backup. For example, if you lose one of your wallets, you can always recover it, and if you don't feel secure, you can move your assets anytime. So we also recommend other users to buy two of them for security.
Okay, so one is for $40. You buy two, $80, and you get free shipping, and it ships all over the world.
Exactly. Yes.
That makes it
We built this product on purpose. Like from the very first beginning, we built it from scratches. So we are not using any existing solutions in the hardware industry because we don't literally trust them. So we built our own hardware wallet from the scratches. And another co-founder from my team is a hardware expert who has been working in this industry for over a decade. He is very specialized in cost down, cost control, and also the security control on the device. So we did the best we have on the security features, and the rest of them we did a very strict cost control on the supply chain. So at the very first beginning, when we started to launch the SafePal project, we have put the goal of price line below $50. That is one of our goals because we think for now, most of the hardware wallets are way too expensive, and people tend not to use them, but rather they go for software wallets, which is insecure. So we think it should be more accessible. It should be more accessible to whoever that are interested in crypto. They can buy a decent, good quality hardware wallet for themselves. So we built the wallet strong enough and also cheap enough, so that everyone in front of a screen can have a chance to enjoy the best technology we have in the industry till now.
Right, very good, very good. Like I said, links in the description below. So $40 for one and $80 for two with free shipping. Okay, so Veronica, this is the SafePal S1, right?
Yeah.
Are you?
Correct.
Is it going to be an S2, an S3, an S4? Are you going to have new
Yeah,
versions?
sure. We are doing different versions because the philosophy we have is that do not trust that users are going to love only one style of hardware. So we are going to do a lot more styles. So like coming next, we are going to have a metallic version. We might call it S1 Pro. It is going to be launched in the coming May also. And also right next to that, we are going to have a new edition as well. We cannot disclose that yet, but it's already on the R&D process already. So yeah, the answer is positive. We are going to do a lot of styles in the wallet. Let us know which style you like. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Veronica. Is there anything else you want to let us know that we haven't covered?
No, I think you asked most of the major questions that are related to the wallet. They are very good questions. So last but not least, if you are interested in learning more about that, just go visit our homepage. QR code here. You can scan it and yeah. So that's it. I think. Yeah.
Very good. And join the Telegram group. Follow them on Twitter. All the links in the description below. And Veronica, thank you so much for making yourself available to have this conversation.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And for anybody who's watching, have you used this? What do you think of this? Are you likely to get yourself one? And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with SafePal profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Veronica signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.